be served.
A building bonanza, $11 billion to try to fix Australia's housing supply shortage. A mixed response as Australia backs a vote in favour of Palestinian membership during a fiery session at the UN. 2 people injured, 140 homes damaged. The clean-up underway after a WA city is lashed by a tornado. That sinking feeling a car takes a late-night dip in a backyard pool. And the rare solar storm that created this spectacular show over southern Australia.
This is 10 News First with Chris Barr.
More than $10 billion will be poured into efforts to house the nation, with the federal government announcing funding for social homes, infrastructure and domestic violence support. But there's some dispute over whether the money is actually new or just a repurposed pledge.
In the Apple Isle, inspecting the ideal fruit of Labor's next big investment.
Here we are today.
The Prime Minister promising to spend another $11.3 billion on housing over 5 years from July 1.
Only Labor is committed to building more homes.
The commitment will funnel $1 billion into crisis accommodation for women and children fleeing domestic violence. It'll pay states and territories $1 billion to build essential housing infrastructure such as roads, on top of $500 million already offered earlier this year. It will also fund a new $9.3 billion national agreement to expand supply of social housing struck yesterday.
We need everybody with their shoulder to the wheel so that we can deliver the homes that Australia needs.
The current deal expires next month.
It's not new money, it's not new homes, it's just continuing with what has been done thus far.
The Greens agree.
They are passing off a coalition-era housing agreement as something new.
Well, they're full of nonsense, aren't they?
Either way, homelessness advocates say it's a good outcome.
We're happy to see that those resources continue.
The funding boost is designed to help Labor achieve its ambitious goal of building 1.2 million new homes by 2029, which currently isn't within reach. And industry says today's announcement won't bring the government any closer.
We need 90,000 new tradies in the next 90 days to actually achieve the 1.2 million.
Where the heavy lifting gets done is really in the states and territories.
Lucy Gray for 10 News First.
Palestine has now qualified to join the UN after Australia voted with the United Nations General Assembly in support of its bid for full membership. And it's a step towards peace and security for both Palestine and Israel. But the government has been accused of going against its key allies.
143 in favour. An overwhelming majority of the UN General Assembly voted to allow Palestine to be accepted as a member.
Is adopted.
Australia included.
We believe it was consistent with our support for a two-state solution.
Palestine has been a non-member observer state since 2012.
We faced and continue to face attempts to push us out of geography and out of history.
It will be up to the United Nations Security Council to make the decision on full membership.
It's an elevation in status, but it's very minor in the grand scheme of things.
9 nations voted against, including the US, while the UK and Canada were among 25 that abstained.
Albanese government's change in Australia's position puts us firmly out of step with our key security partners and allies.
That an organisation like Hamas will be celebrating today.
The Israeli ambassador shredded the UN Charter, saying the vote advances a genocidal regime.
Today you are gutting the Charter, and you are doing it of the most brutal massacre of my people since the Holocaust. Shame on you.
That this is being used as a distraction from what's happening inside Gaza. The genocide that's unfolding, 2 million people trapped in a
Labor government insists
Said this vote does not constitute recognition.
the opposition argues future borders, rights of return and security guarantees should come first. The government maintains that Hamas has no place in a future Palestinian state. Jewish Labor MP Josh Burns condemning the vote, saying these conditions have not yet been met.
You can support human rights for Palestinians without it denigrating the human rights of Israeli citizens.
Meanwhile, the US says Israel may have used American weapons in breach of international humanitarian law by inadequately mitigating a high level of civilian casualties in Gaza. The Greens want our own military exports banned.
The Australian government still refuses to ban arms trade with Israel and still refuses to expel the Israeli ambassador.
The UN calling for an end to the death, destruction and division. Sarah Naven for 10 News First.
Parts of New South Wales are bracing for severe wet weather and possible flooding as Sydney endures a weekend of relentless showers. Authorities are also warning the city's largest dam is set to spill in the coming days, unable to contain the downpour.
It's not a technical weather term, but Sydney, you're being hit with a double whammy. Two systems colliding near the coast to cause the perfect storm.
That inland trough is going to move towards the eastern parts of New South Wales and it will interact with those coastal showers and cause a coastal trough.
What that means, plenty of showers existing weekend, which comes after the city's wettest start to May in more than 2 decades.
We also did see about a week ago a similar system that developed in the upper atmosphere over inland New South Wales and moved towards the coast and enhanced the rainfall there. And then we've continued to see the coastal showers all week.
Sydney normally sees 117 millimetres over the entire month of May. Already, just 11 days in, it's recorded more than 170, and the totals just keep trickling up. And with that, a warning from Water New South Wales that Warragamba Dam is now nearing capacity, so a spill looks likely in the coming days.
As for the Mother's Day forecast, well, in Sydney it's looking pretty soggy, but in some good news for families around the other capital cities, not too bad for your outdoorsy options.
Pretty good for Mother's Day if you want to get out and about in central or western parts of Victoria, South Australia, even around Hobart, the west and the north, all looking pretty good for Mother's Day.
Paris Martin for 10 News First.
Convicted child sex offender Alan Hopkins remains at the centre of a multi-state manhunt now concentrated in southeast Queensland. The 44-year-old has served 7 years behind bars for the kidnapping and rape of a 10-year-old girl in South Australia in 2007. He's been traced through Victoria, New South Wales and now Queensland, driving a grey Mazda ute, which has since been found abandoned. Police in South Australia say they want to speak with Hopkins about further child sex offences and warn the public not to approach him and call 000 instead. It's been revealed a second man accused of bashing a Perth grandmother was released from federal detention under the former coalition government. Records show the man re-entered the community in 2020 while now opposition leader Peter Dutton was Home Affairs Minister. Mr Dutton has consistently criticised Labor for releasing 153 detainees into the community after a High Court ruling last year.
It's up to Peter Dutton to explain how this occurred, why this occurred.
No decision of the former government, no ministerial discretion or decision was undertaken by any coalition minister to release that person.
The case remains before the courts. A major clean-up is underway in Western Australia's southwest after a freak tornado smashed the regional city of Bunbury. The storm tore roofs from dozens of homes, crushed cars and left thousands of residents without power.
Homes in the firing line as a tornado carved a devastating path through Bunbury.
It's moved cars. It made a big bang when it came through.
You can see we did have a clothesline here. That's been crushed. The back fence is gone and we had this shed here. And this has just been absolutely annihilated.
The freak weather event crushed multiple cars, tore off roofs and brought down trees, damaging around 40 homes across the city.
The devastation here is unbelievable.
None of the bedrooms have got roofs on them. The doors have all been blown off them. At the end of the day, we've lost pretty much everything here.
50 children were caught inside the local PCYC as the roof caved in.
I was about to walk out the front door, to leave, to go to the bus, but then the safe space workers told us to go back inside. A lot of screaming, crying and all that.
All children lucky to walk away unharmed, but one adult was taken to hospital.
Yeah, and I rocked up here and it's like a war zone.
Bunbury Prison also damaged during the squall. A prisoner suffered a broken wrist.
There are 2 rapid damage assessment teams which were dispatched from Metro as well, from Perth, and they're working to look at the structural integrity of those buildings that have been reported as affected.
Tireless SES crews have been working their way through more than 100 call-outs from residents in the tornado's path of destruction. That's 60 metres wide and 4 kilometres long. While the worst of the weather is over, the threat isn't.
And what we're asking the community to do is treat all of the hazards around the area as live. So that's live power lines, etc. With the debris that's in the area, any sort of gusts of wind could also dislodge things, especially trees.
Holy shit.
Amelia Simpson for 10 News First.
Police are investigating after a vape store was firebombed and causing hundreds of thousands of dollars damage. It was an attack in a tobacco turf war.
Another tobacco store up in smoke. Firefighters were called to Auckland suburbs just before 4 a.m. Neighbours saw a group of men ram the front of the shop with a car and pour petrol inside before the blaze was sparked.
Being on a busy road as well, in a busy suburb, whatever hour of the morning it was pretty ballsy of whoever did it.
The store owner is a father of 5. He only discovered his business was destroyed when he came to work this morning.
Terrible. Very bad feeling. It's not easy.
The inferno causing hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of damage and destroying his livelihood.
When I go for no more job, when I look for another job to work.
The fire spread to a neighbouring shisha bar and caused damage to a Pilates studio also.
It's sad that it has to happen to people we know, and it's a shame.
These people are really nice people, they're just doing their job, but I don't know why this keeps happening.
This is the latest firebombing in a string of arson attacks on businesses in the Epping area. Authorities have been called out to 4 similar incidents this week alone.
A special task force has been set up in Victoria to tackle the ongoing tobacco turf war.
It's damaged quite a few businesses around, so lucky no one was in the building at the time.
Brendan Crew for 10 News First.
A 19-year-old P-plater has made a soggy escape after he ploughed his car through a fence and into a backyard pool. Police are still investigating how he lost control, but 10 News understands he only recently purchased the car and it wasn't insured.
A dark patch of road in a quiet neighbourhood moments before a green P-plater mounts a curb, sending his car skidding through a fence into this backyard as debris went flying.
I was just on the couch watching some TV, heard a loud bang, ran outside and we just seen the car in the neighbour's yard over there.
The 19-year-old and another passenger made a quick exit, both lucky not to be seriously injured. His new car, though, slowly submerged into the pool.
It looks like he actually went on the top of that grass and probably slipped because it's a bit muddy, and because it was dark and it was wet. I think he lost his control and it's been wet for a couple of days now.
The house he ran into belongs to 57-year-old Tammy and her 64-year-old husband. Their sons still live at home. Police are investigating exactly what went wrong, but say it'll be hard to prove if speed was a factor or whether it was simply human error on a wet night.
So it must have hit the street sign in my yard.
After crashing into the fence, the car narrowly missed bedrooms at the back of the house. One of those where Tammy's husband was watching TV. This morning, she was shaken by the thought this could have been much worse.
I was shocked too, because this is the first time it's happening.
The mission now, how to get the car out of the pool. Keziah Dawn for 10 News First.
Still to come, the major transformation plan for one of our capital cities. Plus, one person injured when a massive blaze erupts on a boat in the middle of Sydney. The Australians about to get access to a life-saving medication. And why the night sky in southern states turned bright pink.
Oh my God. They may be tiny.
Oh my God, I'm so shaky.
But Sunday, these little cubes.
The 1-inch cube taste test.
Will create a mountain of fear.
I don't know what this is.
And one tiny mistake.
Have you done this before?
Never.
Could cause a titanic problem.
Oh, no.
I'm done.
MasterChef, 7:30 Sunday on Play.
Pool products will get your pool from green to clean, providing free water testing for residential and commercial clients, large or small, servicing Darwin to rural. Fig Leaf, your award-winning pool maintenance specialist in the NT.
At Harvey Norman, get 48 months interest-free, no deposit, no interest with 58 monthly repayments from Lasses and receive a bonus gift card up to $1,000. That's a bonus $100 gift card for every $1,000 you spend on interest-free. Shop our huge range, everything for your home and lifestyle. Get 48 months interest-free and receive a bonus gift card up to $1,000 at Harvey Norman. T's and C's, fees, charges and product exclusions apply. Participating Latitude credit cards only. New customers must be approved. Minimum financed amount $1,000.
Join Mugali in celebrating 50 amazing years of quality screen printing, embroidery, uniforms, sports clothing and workwear. Head into Mugali for a fair dinkum deal on locally imaged apparel today. Mugali, opposite the Winnelli Hotel.
Oh, now at Choice Main. Get bonus delivery on selected LG fridges, dishwashers, washing machines and dryers, plus 10% off LG microwaves, plus up to $200 off LG all-in-one tower vacs. Hurry, LG deals for a limited time. Get into Choice Main now.
When you say plumber, what do you mean? Maintenance, renos, or something between? Prevention and testing, gas installs maybe? Is there a leak that's driving you crazy? Approved Plumbing Service is there for you indeed. They will come in and fix it in your time of need. If it's taps with problems or toilet repairs, you don't need to worry, no need to despair. Hot water systems repairs and installs. Approved Plumbing, always on call.
Get 36 months interest-free on mobiles and computers at Choice Main. No deposit, no interest with 36 monthly repayments from Latitude Financial Services and receive a bonus gift card up to $400. That's a $50 gift card for every $500 you spend. Terms, fees, charges and exclusions apply.
Bring in the thing most likely to make your parents tut-tut.
Look who's joining Taskmaster this season.
Josh, what would make your parents tut?
Your gold logie.
Oh.
They, really don't like you.
Is Josh Thomas up to the task?
Show a different side of yourself.
You've never seen me be motherly. I want you to get some milk.
Josh Thomas joins Taskmaster. Coming to Thursdays on 10 and 10 Play.
Emergency services have battled a boat fire in Sydney Harbour. Fire crews fought the blaze from a tugboat before the damaged vessel was towed to Birkenhead Point Marina. A bystander helping firefighters put out the inferno was treated for smoke inhalation at the scene. Authorities are working to determine the cause of the blaze. The federal government will phase out live sheep exports by 2028, today announcing a $100 million package to help the industry transition away from the trade. Almost all live sheep exports are from Western Australia, where farmers and the state government oppose the phase-out.
Obviously, the Western Australian government is entitled to its view. We think that this is a fair and reasonable package of taxpayers' funding going towards an industry that is already in long-term decline.
The live sheep trade is worth around $1.3 billion to the WA economy. Greener, livelier and more inclusive. This is Queensland's vision for one of its most popular precincts, Southbank. A highly anticipated master plan has been revealed, showing a walkable path between the biggest venues for the 2032 Olympic and Paralympic Games.
Pointing to a better future.
This master plan will be transformational.
More than 25,000 Queenslanders have helped shape one simple vision.
To make this precinct greener, livelier
and a much more inclusive place for people to enjoy.
Southbank is one of the most popular precincts in Brisbane. It's grown 40% in the past decade, attracting 14 million visitors every year. This is what its future holds.
It's more trees, more greenery, more parks, more space. That's what people want, and that's exactly what we are delivering.
At the Clem Jones Promenade, Little Stanley Street, Glenelg Spine, the Parkland Core, Northern Gateway and Grey Street.
We're going to make Grey Street one of the best streets.
Bank landmarks are sure to stay: the Brisbane sign, the Arbour, the open lawns. But the Riverside Terrace, Piazza and Flow State are all on the chopping block.
We want more active transport, more connectivity, more walkability, more cycling.
There's plans to build a walkable spine through the city, a path from Suncorp Stadium through Southbank to the Gabba. The state government plans to transform much of Southbank in time for the 2032 Brisbane Olympics, but can't yet say how much it will cost.
Until we do that detailed design, it's hard to know exactly what that costing is. This is an unbelievable vision. This is transformational for Brisbane, the inner city and all those connected precincts.
Bianca Carboni for 10 News First.
Amanda Hart joins me now with the latest on the weather. And Amanda, grey skies over New South Wales and Victoria, but very different colour over southern parts.
Yeah, Chris, Mother Nature had a little bit of fun when she painted the sky last night. Have a look at the Aurora Australis, otherwise known as the Southern Lights. This spectacular mash of red, green and pink was seen in South Australia and Tasmania. Now, it was caused by a huge solar geomagnetic storm, the strength of which hasn't been seen for around 20 years. If you didn't get to see it, there is some good news. It may be visible tonight near Sydney if there isn't too much cloud, and in Perth and even parts of Queensland. Now, the dazzling display wasn't just in Australian skies. Those in Switzerland and other parts of Europe were delighted with similar scenes, and that's known as the Northern Lights. Now let's take a look at what the weather did in Australia today. On the satellite, we can see a large band of rain floating over southern Queensland, New South Wales and stretching down into Victoria. There was also a little bit of cloud floating over South Australia and western parts of Victoria. There was some cloud along the Queensland coast and that also brought a few showers. Now, those are thanks to moisture-laden easterly winds that are coming off a high near Tasmania. The rain in the south is being caused by a deepening low-pressure system and a trough, and they're interacting. It is triggering a severe storm warning for the New South Wales south coast, while in the west, a trough is moving ahead of a cold front that's brushing the southwest corner there. Now, we can see just how widespread the rain in the east really is. Inland areas saw some patches of fairly heavy rain. They're likely to continue overnight and into tomorrow. They'll hopefully ease off tomorrow afternoon. Looking at the capitals, there was a shower or two in Brisbane, soggy and 17 in Sydney, partly cloudy in Melbourne, similar in Adelaide and 21 degrees the top, and partly cloudy in Perth. I'll be back with a full Mother's Day forecast soon. Chris.
Thanks, Amanda. Up next, how stalling support from the West has reinvigorated Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Also, 7 when a bus plunges into a river. Why hundreds of people stormed a Tesla factory. And Prince William gives an update on Catherine and her cancer battle.
Have you been paying attention? Is back.
This is exciting. I don't like it when you get that excited.
Mondays are gonna be.
You don't overreact.
Here we go. Perfect. Give it to me. Load me up. Phenomenal, despite Sam being a part of it. You took those out of my mouth. The sweetest treat. Got a bit of sizzle, like a party in your mouth. Wow.
Have you been paying attention? Returns Monday on 10 and 10 Play.
Do you suffer with discomfort? Do you often feel tired, run down, in a bad mood? Imagine if the remedy was as easy as laying down and receiving breakthrough, life-changing massages right at home. Introducing the EasyWells Remedy Massage System that delivers amazing benefits for your body and mind. Most other systems have hard pads that aren't comfortable to lay on, but Remedy features zero-G anti-gravity technology. The secret is deep immersive play plush memory foam designed to cradle your body and give a feeling of zero gravity. Remedy is the world's first massage system that combines incredible effects of full-surface vibrational therapy, targeted deep tissue shiatsu massage, plus soothing infrared heat. First, you'll experience full-body vibrational therapy, an incredible sensation that will have your body humming with sheer delight. Look at the bees moving from the 10 vibrational motors. Next, infrared heat penetrates deep to warm and soothe your body while promote a faster healing of deep tissue. The ergonomic pillow contains the Ultra Shiatsu massager with 6 nodes, kneading and working tight muscles in just the right way. It's even detachable, allowing you to get a deep tissue relief anywhere in your body. Infrared heat for maximum effect. And best of all, you can use it anywhere, on the floor, bed, couch or chair. The Easywell Remedy massage system can transform your body, mind and soul. So why pay up to $99 for a massage when you can get your very own Easywell Remedy massage system and save that $99 by treating yourself at home as often as you like for years to come? So call now on 1800 133 133. That's 1800 133 133. Call now.
See Crocs on the Pathfinder with the original Jumping Crocodile Cruise. Embark on an extraordinary journey through Litchfield National Park, swim by the cascading waterfalls, and venture through the natural outback. An unforgettable adventure to experience. Book now at wallarotours.com.au.
Explore the wonders of aviation at the Darwin Aviation Museum, home to one of Australia's most extensive collections of aircraft and aeronautical artefacts. From B-52 bombers to experimental aircrafts from the 50s, there is plenty to see and do. Talk to our friendly staff and get a historical insight into these fascinating machines. There is a unique adventure waiting for you at the Darwin Aviation Museum. Dive into a world of wonders at darwinaviationmuseum.com.au, 557 Stewart Highway, Winnellie, supported by 10 Darwin.
Oh, now Choice Mine. Get bonus delivery on selected LG fridges, dishwashers, washing machines and dryers, plus 10% off LG microwaves, plus up to $200 off LG all-in-one tower vacs. Hurry, LG deals for a limited time. Get into Choice Mine now.
When we're the pinch, the money kind, join us as we explore the brighter side of money and life. Next on 10 and 10 Play.
Ukraine is rushing reinforcements to Kharkiv, the country's second biggest city, after Russian troops launched a new incursion trying to break through border defences. President Zelensky insists it was successfully repelled, but thousands of civilians are now being evacuated. Our Europe correspondent John Paul Gonzo reports.
A new front in a familiar place. Russian forces have turned their attention to Kharkiv, launching a wave of deadly attacks before dawn. First came the missile strikes, then an attempted ground offensive. Russian armoured vehicles tried to push through Ukrainian defensive lines, but its soldiers were ready and waiting. Ukraine met them there with troops, brigades and artillery, President Zelensky said, claiming the incursion was repelled while admitting a fierce battle was underway. Kharkiv is in the border region with Russia. Vladimir Putin wants to create a 10-kilometre buffer zone in the area between Ukraine's second biggest city and Belgorod. Ukrainian forces have repeatedly and successfully attacked the Russian town, causing deaths and damage. Kharkiv is no stranger to a military onslaught either. Russia tried and failed to capture it at the start of the full-scale invasion. This latest attempt, another push to gain more ground. The Russians are advancing every day, little by little, but successfully, this Ukrainian soldier says. We hope that other countries will help us with more shells, more artillery, and we will fight it off. Russia is capitalising on delays to Western weapons supplies, which cannot arrive soon enough. John Paul Gonzo for 10 News First.
7 people have been killed when a bus plunged into a river in St Petersburg. The bus crashed into oncoming traffic, then swerved off the bridge and into the river, trapping 20 people inside. Passengers on a nearby ferry sprang into action, diving into the water to save those trapped inside the bus, while others helped by throwing lifebuoys. Authorities have arrested the bus driver. A criminal investigation is underway. Hundreds of protesters have tried to storm Tesla's gigafactory near Berlin. The far-left activists, known as Volcano Group, dodged police by running through a forest to reach the factory's fence line. They oppose a planned expansion of the site because it will mean clearing the neighbouring woodland. Several people have been arrested. A handful of Tesla cars were damaged. Nearly 100 people have been taken to hospital following a bizarre train crash in Buenos Aires. 30 are in serious conditions. The passenger train smashed into an empty carriage left on the tracks of an overpass. It's unclear why it was abandoned there. An investigation is underway. Prince William has provided a positive update about his wife, Princess Catherine, as she battles cancer. The Prince of Wales spent the day at a community hospital off the coast of the UK. He met with medical staff and patients and helped dig the foundations of its new building.
May I ask how Princess came to see?
Do want to marry them.
And the children as well.
The children are very jealous that I'm here.
Oh.
And they're not here as well.
Meanwhile, Harry and Meghan are touring Nigeria to raise awareness about the mental health of children from war zones. The Duke of Sussex was later given a portrait of his late mother, Princess Diana. Still to come, a life-saving treatment that's now accessible to thousands more Australians. Plus, remembering Corey Williams, the man who transformed Aussie basketball. And the shocking moment, a fan throws a water bottle at Novak Djokovic.
So always go home, watch it, and I was like, one day I'm going to be on this show.
She's playing for her family.
My husband, he did injure himself. He's not able to work.
I very rarely have ever seen a game this incredible.
6 o'clock Monday on 10 and 10 Play.
Looking for a one-stop storage shop? Then look no further than Palms Rural Self-Storage, a convenient self-storage solution in Palmerston and now at Berrima. Easy, affordable, safe and secure. Start packing today with Palms Rural Self-Storage.
At Hibiscus Shopping Town, parking is a breeze. Come shop at one of our many specialty stores or grab a bite or coffee to go. Friendly service, great atmosphere and good vibes. Hibiscus Shopping Town, open every day.
An injury while lifting can do more than hurt your career. Enrol in this nationally recognised certification taught by industry professionals to help you minimise manual handling risks in the workplace. Visit firstaidpro.com.au to enrol in a manual handling course today.
Let me light the calico, mama. I'm so hard to hell and I yes around.
Kia, movement that inspires.
Alora Gardens Nursery closing down sale. Pots, bird baths, statues, gazebos, indoor plants, fruit trees, shrubs, climbers, hanging basket and lots more. Up to 40% off. Conditions apply. For everything Flora, go to Alora.
Nippy's picked by our family for yours. Nippy's cold pressed 450ml juices, lemon and blood orange quenches ease the thirst. New breakfast juice in 450ml and 1 litre. Mineral waters galore in a store near you. Nippy's, farm grown for families.
Relax, dine and be accommodated Litchfield Outback Resort with executive rooms overlooking our fab pool and gardens. Then be refreshed at the Lil Ripper Cafe Bar and Bistro. Make your NT bachelor destination Litchfield Outback Resort.
Australian-made furniture, made for you at Harvey Norman. Have it designed to suit your space. Australian-made lounges built for family life with options in fabric, leather, size and shape. Australian-made dining furniture created to fit your space. Matching buffets, entertainment units and more to complete your look. Australian-made quality and comfort at competitive prices with a range of options available. Support local manufacturers and choose Australian-made furniture. Made for you. Now at Harvey Norman.
Go!
Whether you need steel for a backyard project or a commercial build, top-end steel suppliers can supply and deliver to you high-quality steel and building materials across the NT. Come in or give us a call today for a free quote.
Be rewarded with $100 in LPG account credits plus 2 years fixed pricing when you sign up with Elgas today. Whether it's cooking, hot water, or heating, Elgas has got you covered. Sign up online at elgas.com.au. And with no lock-in contracts, switching's never been easier. Save this winter with Elgas. $100 in LPG account credit 2 years, all with no lock-in contracts. Sign up online at elgas.com.au.
Tiny Cubes, one Titanic taste test.
I don't know what this is. I might be in trouble here.
Sunday on 10 and 10 Play.
The rate of endometrial cancer in Australia has almost doubled in 2 decades, and the survival rate has alarmingly decreased. But there's some hope for women battling the disease with a new treatment added to the PBS.
Pushing through the fatigue, Jodie Lanyon still goes on her regular 5-kilometre walk. It takes a little longer, but she's on her own path.
Late last year, I was diagnosed with stage 3 endometrial cancer.
The single mum finding it hard to break the news to her son.
Not long before I told him, we had a conversation and he goes, "Oh, well, everyone dies of cancer."
50 women are diagnosed with endometrial cancer every week in Australia. That's nearly doubled in 20 years, oncologists say, because of the risk factors.
Obesity, not exercising, things like diabetes, and people not having children or delaying childbearing.
And the survival rate is worsening. But incredibly, Jodie's managed to lead a relatively normal life.
I've still been able to go to work. I've still been able to do park run.
Alongside chemotherapy, she's been receiving Jemperli, a treatment only approved for use in Australia in January. Administered through an IV, it activates the body's own immune system to attack the cancer.
The risk of developing recurrence of the cancer or further progression or death is actually reduced by 72%, which is a really big benefit.
And as of this month, it's available on the Pharmaceutical Benefits Scheme at just $31 for advanced patients with a gene mutation.
A huge benefit to around 200 women every year, and without this listing, this treatment would literally cost $140,000.
But I'm also grateful that a drug that shows so much promise is going to be available to other women like me.
Brightening the road ahead. Chloe Bouris for 10 News First.
Major crash detectives are investigating after a woman was hit by a car while crossing the road in Melbourne's north. It's understood a 40-year-old woman was walking in Jacana around 9:45 last night when she was struck by a Toyota hatchback. She sustained life-threatening injuries and remains in hospital. The driver, a 58-year-old Greenvale man, is assisting police. Legends of the NBL have paid tribute to Australian basketballer Corey Homicide Williams, who died yesterday after battling colon cancer. He was a New York street baller, a league MVP, a divisive commentator and father of 2, and his legacy extends well beyond the court.
A true showman, Corey Williams mastered the art of entertainment on and off the court.
Best job in the world.
Does it feel good on you?
It actually doesn't. I can make anything look good.
He earned the nickname Homicide after dominating the street ball scene in New York City, where he was born and raised.
Showtime and fun and pizzazz and a bit of swagger. That was Corey through and through.
He lit up a room when he walked into it. He had friends in virtually every continent in the world.
Williams turned his talents into a 17-year playing career. His arrival in Australia in 2007 was a smashing success.
Williams with the jam!
He won the NBL's MVP award in 2010 with the Townsville Crocodiles, followed by a short stint with the Melbourne Tigers before transitioning to media post-retirement.
But you just got to let people know. This ain't a cupcake league.
The entertainer that he was, how much he loved people, the positivity. The laughter.
May I dare say the league wouldn't be where it is today without Corey Homicide Williams.
Williams was diagnosed with stage 4 colon cancer in August last year. Despite his 9-month battle, he still took time to volunteer at a youth academy.
But I couldn't miss today. I'm here today for y'all.
He died with loved ones by his side. In a statement from his family, Corey Williams was an incredibly genuine person filled with passion, energy, determination, perseverance and endurance which shined through all the way to the end. He did not lose the battle to cancer. Just as he did both on and off the court, he never stopped fighting and he gave it his all.
Yeah, definitely. I ain't going nowhere.
Williams leaves behind his partner and 2 daughters. He was 46. Jonathan Simon for 10 News First.
Way too young. Time for sport now with Scott McKinnon. Now, it would be really nice if key New South Wales Origin players would stop getting injured, please.
Nice for who?
For New South Wales.
Of course, the Queenslanders are going, yes, please, thank you. This is getting ridiculous. They're dropping like flies. First it was Tommy Turbo. Now Nathan Cleary is in doubt after tweaking his hamstring again. The latest on his injury next. Also tonight, a moving tribute to a fallen mate as the Dockers remember Cam McCarthy. The Central Coast Mariners edge closer to a home grand final as the Sky Blues see red again. Plus, H2 ow as the Joker cops a metal water bottle to the head. So, was it on purpose or just an accident?
The Sydney premiere of Mad Max Furiosa. Mel and Tim didn't think that I would be able to land this interview. Can you just give them a down the barrel?
Mel and Tim, what do you know? Here we are, it's happening.
The Cheap Seats, Tuesday.
At Charles Darwin University, you can find your future, no matter where you're from. Use your ideas to unlock unique pathways. Make lifelong friends as you learn lifelong skills. And stay connected to community and country. At CDU, we celebrate your diverse perspectives, extraordinary experiences, and passion for community, because that's what makes us a connected university.
Get Mum the perfect gift at Choice Main. Save $150 on the awesome Samsung Galaxy Watch 4. Save big on cricket, perfect for creative mums. Plus mobiles, tablets, headphones, photo frames and more. Go on, show her the love. Get into your local Choice Main now.
Do you hate all that glare from the bright sun and those harmful UV rays? Do you ever experience trouble driving against the sun? What if there were a pair of sunglasses that helped stop the sun's harsh rays, but also provided exceptional color, contrast, and clarity? Introducing HD Polaris sunglasses, the 100% polarized sunglasses that make everything you see come alive. HD Polaris's polarized lens technology acts like a filter, creating a barrier of protection for your eyes and only allowing in clear vision enhancing light. While regular sunglasses make everything appear darker, HD Polaris sunglasses improve and enhance your vision. Light reflects off almost anything and concentrates into bright glare. HD Polaris's special polarization filter deflects this harsh glare, giving you a clearer view of the road. These are perfect for drivers, hikers, bikers, walkers, runners, golfers, beachgoers, and anyone that ever goes outside. If you love to live your life outside, then you need to get a pair of HD Polarises. And HD Polaris provides a full wraparound design for maximum skin protection around your eyes. HD Polaris even has powerful magnets built right in that securely clip anywhere. Never lose your sunglasses again.
So if you would like to make everything you see come alive with our polarization filter, you can now protect your eyes and enhance your vision with your very own HD Polaris sunglasses in classic black or tortoiseshell for only $39.95. But wait, call right now and we'll give you not one, but 2 pairs absolutely free. That's buy one, get 2 free. Plus you'll get our amazing 7-year guarantee. If you ever damage them, we'll replace them free. Just pay processing and handling. So don't miss this great offer. Buy one, get 2 free. So call now on 1-800-133-133. That's 1-800-133-133. This is a TV-only offer and not available in stores, so call now.
Get 48 months interest-free at Choice Main. No deposit, no interest with 48 monthly repayments from Latitude Financial Services and receive a bonus gift card up to $1,000. That's a $100 gift card for every $1,000 you spend. Terms, fees, charges and exclusions apply at Choice Main now.
The world's biggest show has come down under.
Welcome to Australia.
You can't forget him. Wednesday on 10 and 10 Play.
Well, Well, the bad news continues for Geelong. Jeremy Cameron will miss next week after entering concussion protocols, while Tom Hawkins will be rested after Port Adelaide stunned the Cats at the Cattery. And emotional scenes in Perth with Fremantle players grieving the loss of former Docker Cam McCarthy.
Port Adelaide just needed a scalp.
First time since 2007, Port Adelaide have won at this ground.
And they bagged one of the biggest, undermanned, without their skipper, having not won at the Cattery in 17 years. Port kicked 8 goals in the opener.
But they are an emotional team, and when that emotion's running for them, they're very good.
After a poor showdown loss last week, this was a big response, led by Zach Butters and Jason Horne-Francis.
Well, I thought the standing captain was outstanding, and I thought Jason was equally as outstanding.
In particular, Horne-Francis. So he was just the dominant player on the ground through that period.
The 6-point win keeps Hinckley's men in the top 4 mix, with Hawthorn and the Kangaroos to come. While Geelong have lost 2 in a row after winning the first 7, Tom Hawkins has kicked 1 goal in 5 weeks and won't play next round.
Yeah, but that's been our plan.
Emotion overflowed in the West. Fremantle players were visibly upset as they paid tribute to former Docker Cam McCarthy, who died on Thursday night.
Had an ability to put a smile on everyone's face. Fun-loving, great to be around.
Sydney moved a game clear on top of the table, sitting at 8-1. John Longmire praised former Demon James Jordan for shutting down Jordan Clark.
Yeah, he's been terrific since he's come to the footy club. He can do a number of different roles for us. He's got a great temperament.
Adrian Franklin for 10 News First.
Now, Hawthorn only kicked 2 goals in the second half, but won its second game in a row, knocking off St Kilda by 5 points in Launceston. Max King had this opportunity in the final minutes.
To King, can he go? Did he hold it long enough? Good chunk of it. Gee, and a piece of that. Is this the rise of the Sam Mitchell Coast Hawks?
Yeah, the Hawks have won 3 of their last 4, while St Kilda has lost touch with the top 8. Panthers halfback Nathan Cleary was left shattered after re-injuring his hamstring in last night's win over the Bulldogs. It's another massive headache for Penrith and the Blues, with Origin 1 just over 3 weeks away.
No clutch or limp, but enough to rule the halfback out for the remainder of the game.
Yeah, he's pretty shattered, actually. Obviously, I'm sort of torn between his coach and his dad right now as well. So he did a sprinting and like on a kick and diving. He just felt it straight away, so he knew. So that would suggest it's decent.
Apart from last night's 6-point win over the Bulldogs, the star half has managed just 1 game since round 3.
It hasn't been a problem. He didn't play last week because there was a 5-day turnaround and he was a bit sore. So he's basically done every session for 2 weeks and without any dramas.
For a second season, his hamstring has father Ivan hamstrung, willing to consider external rehab.
Yeah, nothing's off limits. We want to get to the bottom of it.
More pressing things on the coach's mind than missing David Fafita's signature.
Publicly, no, not tonight either. Thanks.
With the agreement to be finalised, the 24-year-old will be with the Roosters long term.
I think he's shown his quality over a number of seasons since he was a kid. The best footy's definitely ahead of him, hence the length and of the agreement.
Angus Crichton is in career form, Blues contention, but soon off contract. And with back rower stocks now full for next season, it makes the case to retain him more difficult.
I think it does, yeah. It's the balance between the players that you have and then trying to get some guys that you think are going to change the shape of the way that you play. But yeah, the door's not closed there.
The Broncos' backline managed to get it done without Adam Reynolds downing the Eels. Less hope for Para, who could still be without Mitch Moses next week. Brooke East for 10 News First.
And it was a rough afternoon for the West Tigers. The Mariners' train rolls on with a comeback win over Sydney FC at Allianz Stadium in leg 1 of the A-League semi-finals. The Central Coast with a 1-goal edge heading into Game 2 in Gosford, but don't write off the Sky Blues just yet.
No rest, no worries. The Central Coast Mariners are seemingly unstoppable.
These players have been doing this for a while now, so but I keep telling myself I'm not going to get used to it because it's phenomenal what the players are doing.
Flying into Australia on Tuesday night after winning the AFC Cup, now flying in the A-League's semi-finals. Sydney FC was first to strike with an opener fit for a king.
It's still Max Burgess. That was a shot, and there's a chance here at the back post. It's got it! Joel King!
Before the Coasties pulled one back on the stroke of half-time.
Docker can have a go here, and Redmayne couldn't hold it! And Josh Nisbet following in!
Mikael Docker converted from the spot after this tangle was deemed a penalty.
Yeah, Caceres, he just hangs the leg out, doesn't he?
Red cards to Jack Rodwell and Corey Holman will lower Sky Blues stocks for next week. Add to it a Jake Gerwood-Reich corky.
We've been through this year with injuries and suspensions, and we'll go again, mate. Players will step up and take the role, and like I said, the boys should get a lot out of that.
Despite being down to 9 men with another leg to play, Sydney FC's happy to have kept the match to 2-1.
Which definitely gives us a chance in the second game.
The last time the Sky Blues made the trek to Gosford, they took the win 3-1.
They beware of the wounded animal, and we've got to be prepared for what they're going to bring.
Chloe Amanda Bailey for 10 News First.
A huge setback for the Queensland Reds, losing big number 8 Harry Wilson to a suspected broken arm. Surgery could be on the cards, but the setback didn't stop them from beating the Rebels to secure a place in the Super Rugby finals. Jeffrey to Marga Allen's son Spencer stealing the show post-match.
It was pretty good when he tried to score some tries, but I don't think so.
That's not really his job, is it? Dad's got to do the tough stuff, so the fast guys like you and me got to score tries, OK?
Always want to see tries. James O'Connor made his first appearance for the Reds in almost a year after battling a hamstring injury. West Coast Fever remain unbeaten and on top of the Super Netball standings after demolishing the Queensland Firebirds by 36 goals. Coach Dan Ryan declaring the performance close to flawless.
And how quickly did that ball slide down the court?
I think it's as close as you get to. I think when 10 players contribute and demonstrate that great level of execution of game plan and skill, it's hard to fault it.
It was an all-Ariang defence late in the game when Sunday Ariang was joined by debutante sister Ruth for the first time in Fever colours. Defending NBA champions, the Denver Nuggets finally notched their first win of their Western Conference semi-final series against the Timberwolves. Nikola Jokic just 1 assist shy of a triple-double. He and Jamal Murray doing most of the damage.
Got ripped from behind. Denver with numbers. Murray skies. He's flying charter tonight, folks.
Denver trailed 2-1 while the Pacers also picked up their first win in the Eastern semi-series thanks to this long bomb with 16 seconds left. They trail the Knicks 2-1. In a case of H2-ow at the Italian Open, a punter trying to get an autograph from Novak Djokovic leant over a little too far and aced the star with his water bottle.
Yes!
Wow, that's heavy metal for you, but it wasn't deliberate. It turned out the bottle fell out of a fan's backpack. Novak tweeting it was an accident and I'm fine resting at the hotel with an ice pack. Thanks very much. He's all good to play tomorrow, and for that, he walks away with a headache and our play of the day. And that really would have hurt. I can vouch for that. My kids have those water bottles. I've been cracked in the shins a few times. They hurt. Poor Novak wouldn't have seen it coming either.
Imagine the fan, though. How bad would you feel?
Oh, they'd be shattered.
Oh.
The hero, whoop, took him out. Anyway, he's playing tomorrow, so all good.
Thanks, Scotty. Coming up next, Amanda's back with the Mother's Day forecast.
Oh my God. They may be tiny.
Oh my God, I'm so shaky.
But Sunday, these little cubes.
The 1-inch cube taste test.
Will create a mountain of fear.
I don't know what this is.
And one tiny mistake.
Have you done this before? Never.
Could cause a titanic problem.
Oh, no.
I'm done.
MasterChef, 7:30 Sunday on 10 and 10 Play.
At Terry White Chemmart, we're dedicated to keeping busy people moving.
Hey, are we ready?
Book your flu vaccination today.
Oh, it doesn't even hurt.
Terry White Chemmart, dedicated to care.
10 Darwin, Harvey Norman and the RSPCA present 10's Adopt a Pet. Marbo, a playful and cheeky boy looking for a family to take him on adventures and play fetch. Stella, a sweet and gentle girl who wants nothing more than to curl up next to you on the couch for a chin scratch. Scar, a curious and adventurous pup who loves chasing the ball and playing tug-of-war. Pearl, an affectionate girl who will talk to you and loves to be loved. Madeline, a sweet and energetic girl who is friendly to all, loves other dogs. All animals are desexed, microchipped and up to date with vaccinations. Give a new home to an animal in need and support the RSPCA to assist many more animals. 10's Adopt a Pet, proudly supported by Harvey Norman on 10 Darwin. 10 box office with Darwin Entertainment Centre. Gamelan Festival returns to Darwin Entertainment Centre from May 22 to 25, celebrating the artistic richness of First Nations cultures. Award-winning electronic music duo Electric Fields will take the stage with the Territory's own renowned Darwin Symphony Orchestra for a night of euphoric sounds. Then head straight into the show's official after-party at Darmung Gamelan Festival Club. Gary Lang's NT Dance Company's The Other Side of Me is a dance duet of one man's struggle with identity and loss, and the redemptive beauty of singing his spirit home. Wrapping up the festival is everyone's favourite Big Black Dot Comedy Spectacular with big laughs, hosted by Stephen Oliver. Join us for this immersive cultural experience with free events for all the family, including markets, music, talks and workshop. More info at yourcentre.com.au.
The Foam and Rubber Shop Darwin is your one-stop destination for custom-made foam and rubber goods. Cut to any size you need, we even provide upholstery, vehicle matting and much more. Come see us today, Stewart Highway in Manelli.
Harvey Norman, your destination for the new Google Pixel 8a. Purchase the new Google Pixel 8a 128GB for $0 up front when you connect to a new Optus $69 per month SIM-only plan for 24 months. That's right, say yes to Optus and purchase the new Google Pixel 8a 128GB for $0 up front. Limited time only. Plus receive a bonus $300 Harvey Norman gift card. Hurry, offer ends 21st of May. Harvey Norman, your premium Optus dealer.
Go! When we're feeling the pinch, the money kind, we need to get creative. Join us as we explore the brighter side of money and life. Next on 10 and 10 Play.
Hello. Well, breakfast in bed is looking like the best bet for mum tomorrow morning if you're in Brisbane, Sydney or southern parts of New South Wales. The big band of rain that soaked the area today is likely to stick around tomorrow morning. Today there was also some low cloud floating over South Australia and western parts of Victoria, and there was some cloud along the Queensland coast, and that did bring a few showers as well. Tomorrow the trough and the low that have been bringing the heavy rain are likely to weaken in the afternoon. A high will move in from the west. That's going to help to those showers. That high will also push some showers to eastern Queensland and parts of the Northern Territory. Further south, a cold front moving across the area will bring a few showers, mainly to Tasmania. Now, the showers and the rain in New South Wales are gradually going to move offshore during the afternoon, but then they will creep into southern and inland parts of Queensland. In the Sunshine State tomorrow, there'll be a shower or two in the northeast, but the heaviest falls will be in the southeast corner, with the chance of some storms there as well. It should be mostly sunny and cooler in the southwest. A wet and fairly cool Mother's Day in Brisbane tomorrow. It'll clear up on Monday, up to 26 on Tuesday with a little bit of cloud around. A few showers might develop on Wednesday, and they're likely to continue until the end of the week. There'll be showers and possible storms in northeastern parts of New South Wales tomorrow. It will be fairly cool as well. The rain will ease in the south, but there's still the chance of a morning storm. A hazard of surf warning has been put in place as well. Canberra will be rainy and get to a top of 15. More showers in Sydney tomorrow and 21. They'll ease back to a shower or two on Monday. The sun will finally come out on Tuesday, and then it will be partly cloudy until next weekend with slightly warmer temperatures. It should be mostly sunny across Victoria tomorrow, but it'll be fairly cool. A foggy start in southwestern parts. Temperatures will be milder in the north. A bit of morning fog in Melbourne tomorrow, but it'll clear to a mostly sunny day. Partly cloudy on Monday, dropping back to 16 on Tuesday, mostly sunny on Wednesday, and a little bit more cloud around on Thursday and on Friday. There'll be showers across northern Tasmania tomorrow. It'll be mostly sunny and cool in the south, 18 the top in Queenstown. Partly cloudy in Hobart tomorrow, a shower or two on Monday, cloudy on Tuesday and Wednesday, 18 degrees on Thursday. It should be mostly sunny in South Australia tomorrow. There'll be some morning fog in the southeast and temperatures will be fairly mild. Partly cloudy and 19 in Adelaide tomorrow, similar on Monday and up to 20 degrees on Tuesday. Chris.
Thank you, Amanda. And that is 10 News First this Saturday. I'm Chris Barth. Thanks for your company. See you at the same time tomorrow. Have a great night.